Local news choppers cover a breaking story. You never know what's going to happen next. And in our first video, what the chopper caught purely by chance became a story of its own.
6, this is Checkmate 1-6. I'm in the vicinity of Table Rock Creek at present. I have 5 attack helicopters.
In the past 5 years, millions of acres of California have been consumed by wildfires. And in 2018, with the massive Woolsey fire menacing northern Los Angeles County itself, local news choppers took to the air to cover every smoky second. But when some viewers saw this footage, they forgot all about the flames.
So the helicopter captures this massive cloud of smoke billowing up from the forest. And then all of a sudden, out of the cloud, comes this odd little shape. It's narrow, almost looks like a flat saucer on its side or a cigar shape.
Journalist MJ Banias covers the unexplained, and he says the cigar-shaped UFO is a classic type, right up there with orbs, tic tacs, and triangles.
Cigar-shaped UFOs have been seen for decades, if not centuries, and we have lots of recordings of them. We have lots of witness testimony of them. We have lots of photographs of them. So for the UFO community, seeing a cigar-shaped UFO, it was pretty compelling.
The video caught fire online. Was a UFO somehow drawn to the flames?
There's a belief that UFOs use clouds as cover and they hide behind them. I've heard stories that UFOs can actually shapeshift and look like clouds. I've also heard that UFOs enjoy frequenting sites of great devastation, forest fires included.
Here's an interesting fact. More than 80% of U.S. forest fires are started by human activity, from cigarettes to arson. Could it be that UFOs are somehow drawn to these large fires? Let's break down the video with our experts. First off, we know the video is real. It was broadcast live by a news chopper, and you can see from the independent motion of the object that it's not just a smudge on the lens. So could it have been an object from outer space entering the Earth's atmosphere? We asked the video expert Mark D'Antonio, a trained astronomer.
Sometimes meteors will come in, and sometimes they hit the atmosphere at such a low angle that they can't crash, and they just go skipping off the Earth. And as they do that, they start to burn up.
But the California UFO wasn't burning up. And science writer Mick West, who's lived through plenty of wildfires, says it couldn't be a plane.
It didn't seem to have any of the features of a plane. It had no visible wings, and it seemed to be moving either too slow or to be too big to be a plane.
Set on solving this puzzle, West starts by determining precisely where the news chopper was.
I looked up all the helicopters in the Flight Radar 24 tracking service and tried to figure out where they all were at that time. Then I went into Google Earth and I positioned the camera where these helicopters were at around that time.
Using some satellite images of the fire, West is able to line up that image with the chopper's exact camera angle.
So I could tell that the chopper's over here, we're looking over here.
Then, the eureka moment.
And you can see here we're looking down, so it's all ocean.
That's right. The sky is really the Pacific Ocean. And the cigar-shaped UFO?
What if it was a boat that's actually out on the ocean?
West checks the local shipping lanes, and sure enough,
15 miles off the coast is the route that all the container ships take when they're going north and south off the coast of California. So what we were looking at was a container ship.
the moral of the story? Check your assumptions. That blue sky might turn out to be the blue ocean. And our verdict? That UFO turned out to be an unidentified floating object, a container ship.